With us on this very dial, Unity 93.3 FM and TV. We are streaming live on Facebook. I really would want to apologize. We are coming your way behind schedule. This is as a result of unforeseen circumstances at the moment. But thank God we have surmounted that, and so we are on air right now. Iji Adamu is my name. And don't forget, today is Friday, and thank God it is the 30th day in the month of August, the year 2024. Without waste of time, have a guest in the studio. Before I introduce your erudite and passionate, amiable professor, which of course I've given you a tip, I have a lady in the house this morning, and she is by name Miss Cheta Okonkwo. She is representing the DO5 stores. Okay, I'll let her say big good morning to our listener and viewer. Cheta?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me in the studio today. I am Cheta, and I am a manager at DO5 stores. Thank you.
All right, thank you, because I know Professor would love to say hello to even Cheta, so I needed to introduce Cheta before Professor. He's coming your way with nothing less than a big good morning, so enjoy it.
Yeah, well, let me begin with you, Kulbi. A beautiful good morning. And Cheta, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
And good morning to the DO5 family. Thank you for coming to the studio this morning.
Thank you for
viewers and listeners, good morning. You're in other parts of the world that is not morning. Good afternoon and good evening. We're glad that you're joining us through Facebook, YouTube, and on Unity TV via satellite. And of course, our audience, probably maybe the majority, joining us on radio FM 93.3, FM radio. We're glad that you're part of this broadcast this beautiful morning. And I want to quickly remind you about your goals for 2024. How far so far have you gone? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. Remember that your goals and objectives must be SMART. That means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And remember, as you go about fulfilling those goals and dreams and objectives and great visions and aspirations for 2024 and beyond, you're going to meet the resistance on the way. But your persistence will break every resistance. There will be opposition, there will be hindrances, there will be difficulties, but in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Certainly there will be tough times. Tough times never last. It is tough people that do. Sometimes you try and fail, but try again. Failure is not fatal. Success is not final. Winston Churchill said it is the will to continue that really matters. I encourage you, don't abandon that building project. That book you're writing, don't stop writing. Complete it. That musical album, you have to release it this year. That trip you wanted to undertake, pursue it. That new trade, new skill that you wanted to acquire, new certificate, don't abandon your dreams and your visions. That investment, go ahead with it. And I want to encourage you to keep soldiering on in the midst of the challenges and the difficulties we're having. Don't give up. Go out there and make a difference. And I encourage you. And now, as always, be the change that you want to see in the world.
Lovely. It has been fantastic already, and we continue on this same trajectory. Okay, victims of enforced disappearance. Today is International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearance. Okay, Nigerian government invokes no work, no pay rule against the striking resident doctors. High cost of food stuff, federal government gives traders 1 month to crash prices. This and lot more are coming your way, dear listener and viewer. You can go to our Facebook page already at Unity Radio FM/TV George. Prof, where do we begin? And
well, charity begins at home. Let's congratulate Musa Ibrahim Ashoms, who has been given another cap. So he's having two caps. Just yesterday, His Excellency Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang approved that he also takes over the Ministry of Tourism. culture and hospitality. You will recall that our dear sister Jamila was suspended, and so as a result, Musa Ashoms is supervising in the interim that Ministry for Tourism, Culture and Hospitality. So I wouldn't say congratulations to him. I would say that wish him God's grace to carry out the task, because it's enormous to be Minister of Information, which in itself is a gigantic work. And then to add to it tourism, culture, hospitality, and all that. In addition to the many other things that Musa Ashoms has been doing. We are glad that Musa Ashoms, you are doing very well. You've been on this platform a number of times. Hopefully one of these days you'll come back again on this platform. So we encourage you, do a fantastic work, more than you're currently doing. Now today is the International Day of Victims of Enforced Disappearances. Could be just between 2020 and 2022. At least 10,000 Nigerians got missing. They just disappeared. And those are the ones reported. We're not even talking about the many others that were not reported. Between 2015 and 2022, 55,000 Nigerians have been reported missing, according to statistics. Now, this is enormous. Out of that number, in the Northeast alone, at least 23,000 people are missing. And there is no account of them. And this is why the United Nations in December 2010 set aside August 30th to commemorate and create awareness about victims of enforced disappearances. Now, these victims of enforced disappearances are people who are taken against their will by state actors and not non-state actors around the world. Against their will, they are taken away and nothing is heard about them. In Nigeria, they are victims of insurgency by Boko Haram, by ISWAP, by bandits and unknown gunmen, herdsmen, other kidnappers, across the country. And of course, a smaller percentage are victims of state-sponsored enforced disappearances. And the families have been in turmoil, torture, agony, frustrated over the years. You can imagine having a loved one, you don't know where he is in the world. You don't even know whether he's alive.
Live the rest of your life.
You don't know whether he's sick, and there is no account, no record. And that is why Amnesty International, that also supports this UN resolution on commemorating this day as the International Day of Victims of Enforced Disappearances, is advocating that countries should step up all that is supposed to be done to ensure that these enforced disappearances cease, because it is a violation of fundamental human rights of these individuals. Some of them undergo a lot of torture. Some of them, at the end of the day, they will now discover that they have even been killed when they were assumed to have disappeared or gotten missing. And by international convention, if somebody has been missing for 7 years, you can legally declare that the person is dead and then try to move on. But that is only by convention, because the loved ones cannot just move on.
It is for
because
life.
If the person is dead, where is the dead body to bring some closure? So they will still be hoping that somehow the person will be found one day. So we want to sympathize and empathize with victims of enforced disappearances around the world, and especially in our country, Nigeria, and the families. We want to encourage you that you are not alone. We are together. And we pray that one day we'll have the victory at the end of the day. And other news items could be, you will recall that last week, Joe Ajaero, the NLC president, was summoned to appear at the force headquarters for interrogation. And he said he cannot go at that time, but he'll be going on the 29th of August. We are glad to report that yesterday, Comrade Joe Ajero, in company of a senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, and other labor leaders, went to the police headquarters at the invitation of the Nigerian Police Force. Now, the troop of labor sympathizers wanted to go with them, but they were told, no, don't go. In fact, I recall Femi Falana telling the crowd that I can assure you that we will go and come back just in about an hour. So you don't need to follow us. Because you can imagine the commotion the crowd will cause moving from the Pascal Bafia Labor House in the Central Business District in Abuja all the way to the force headquarters, the streets and all that. You know, yesterday there was tight security all over Abuja in anticipation or apprehension that something might go wrong along the way. But Joe Ajero was at the force headquarters, and in less than an hour he was done.
We pray that there will not be another invitation.
He returned back. In fact, at the end of the day, we discovered that when he went there, it was not even interrogation of himself. They just wanted to find out about somebody occupying part of the second floor of the Pascal Bafia Labor House. And so it wasn't him that they were even investigating. They were investigating a foreign national. And, you know, it's even yesterday that it's becoming clearer that actually the NLC doesn't own the whole building. That building was built by TEDFON. And TEDFON collects the proceeds from there. The Labor House just occupies part of the building, even though it is called Labor House. And that the particular tenant the police were interested in is not even a tenant of NLC. You know, so I think one of the take-home messages and lessons from this is that the police force should have just talked to Joe Ajero directly instead of making this a national issue. In fact, Comrade Joe Ajero told them yesterday, you will have just invited me. SSS have done the same, you know, DSS and the rest of them. No, just talk to me instead of making it so sensational, and it becomes a national problem.
Prof, because of time, we have just put 2 more minutes to go on this, and you know, this is weekend. I wouldn't want my listener to turn off the radio without hearing what you have for them for this weekend. And of course, Cheta is here. She too would need to say one thing. Okay, so Prof, please. Maybe we'll start from Cheta so that you cap it up with whatever she has for our listener. Cheta, let's know from where exactly.
Okay, so I'm here to you guys from DO5 stores, and we're situated in 2 places on the plateau. We have a branch in Rukuba Road and then another one in Terminus. So I'm here to talk about sanitation and sanitizing the environment.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes. So I would like to give a brief on DO5 stores for our listeners who don't know anything about the warehouse.
All right, in a minute, if you can do that.
So let me be brief about it. So DO5 stores is a warehouse, and we deal on FMCG, that's fast-moving consumable goods, e.g. flour, spaghetti, drinks, and a whole lot of other items. So we are here in the studio to actually invite you guys to join us on a sanitation exercise we plan on carrying on Saturday, being the 31st of August.
All right. I know you have a lot. Actually, Cheta's invitation is not really to talk about their goods and services, but it is about what they are doing to humanity in various communities. Once it is Saturday, this is the second time I will be witnessing DO5 stores, you know, coming out to, you know, sanitize or a community, streets from Polo. The other time it was from Polo to Rukuba Road, and this coming Saturday too, they are going out. And so we find it worthy as a platform to give them this opportunity to encourage other business owners to do the same. Prof, we have just something.
Yeah, tomorrow is state sanitation, so everybody should come out and be part of the sanitation. And it's one of the reasons why tomorrow our community service is starting at 12 noon at the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, University of Jos. You're invited 12 noon. Come to the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, University of Jos. You learn how you can become like Cheetah and become a manager. You know, we want to tell people how they can invest, what they can do to survive in this very difficult economy that we're having, because things will still get tougher than they are now before they get better. And people need to know that what they need for survival is not far away from where they are. In fact, we're sitting on those things. And so tomorrow, 12 noon, at the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, we're inviting everybody to come. You're not going to pay any fees. Our passion is to help people to excel, you know, in life. So I want to encourage our viewers and listeners that spend the weekend to strategize on your goals, your dreams, your visions. And things might be tough and difficult, but don't throw in the towel. Keep pushing on. Keep soldiering on. Tough times never last. It is tough people that do. Winners don't quit. Quitters don't win. So go out there, keep making a difference, and please be strong and of good courage.
Thank you very much, Professor Poveno Hitsbamayi, and of course, dear sister in the studio this morning, Miss Cheetah Kwankwo. Okay, now it's time for a commercial break. Dear listener, please, and viewers, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Pay attention, it starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way. It concerns you. It kill law, it kill dreams. It land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was saying things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been
Dear
so
listener and viewer, thank you so much for staying tuned with us on Unity 93.3 FM, Unity. Okay, we're streaming live on Facebook, and I would beg that you join us already at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. We are reaching you live from the hills of Zenaria here in Jos, North Plateau State, Nigeria. Thank God today is Friday. Today's Friday happens to be the very last Friday in the month of August, the year 2024. So it's a prayer day. And I know a Muslim brother and sister, a Muslim listener and follower, will be helping us pray, this time more fervently, about the need to have a better country, Nigeria, which of course I know you've always been doing that. Thank you, dear listener. And Jamaat Mubarak to you out there. In the studio this morning, I am honored to have some gentlemen, and they'll be telling us about sanitation, they'll be telling us about giving back to the community. Even if you're a business outfit, a business owner, whatever it is that you are, that God has so blessed you, you should also give back to the community. And this gentleman is in the studio with me to talk about it. I have Mr. Nicholas Longmiap, and he'll be saying a big good morning to our listener and viewer. Mr. Nicholas, please.
Hey, listeners, good morning. My name is Nicodemus Longmiap. I'm a staff of DO5 Stores, a logistic manager. Good morning and Mubarak to our Muslim brothers.
Thank you so much, Mr. He goes by Nico.
Yes, Nico DO5.
Yes, Nico DO5. So thank you. And next to Nico is Mr. Nenman Guar, if I'm not mistaken. And he too will come your way, dear listener, with a big good morning.
Good morning, dear listeners. My name is Nenman Talunguar. I'm the relation manager of DO5.
Lovely, gentlemen. Let's just talk about the reason for which we've thrown this invitation to you. Actually, I know with time you would find it worthy to be here just to promote your goods and services. But you have been doing something that I, as a person, I witness, and I feel I'm so impressed. You're not the only one, anyway, but you are the ones who I've witnessed your good gesture, giving back to the community. I've witnessed you, sweeping the street of Polo roundabout all the way through Gadabu to Satellite Market and all through to Rukuba Roads. I was there, live and direct, and I feel, and again, I received news that you again want to do the same and even more. And I said, no, this is time for us as a platform, Unity 93.3 FM, to give you this opportunity to come tell us, why do you find this worthy to sweep our streets? Giving back to the community. Maybe I should start with Nenman this year.
Okay. As a business outfit, we deem it fit to give back to the society.
Okay.
And one of the things we'll be doing, and we've been doing, is sanitizing the environment.
Okay.
And tomorrow, which it happens to be state sanitation, we're going to sanitize Satellite Market Carbon.
Okay, tomorrow you settle at Satellite Market.
Yes.
As a market.
As a market. So we're going to sanitize the whole market.
Wow.
So our staffs will come and we're urging the immediate community to also join us to also sanitize the market.
Okay. Why do you find this worthy, Mr. Nico, DO5? Why is it something to do? Why not concentrate on your business and that's all?
Like I always tell people, DO5 is not just a store for buying and selling. Because we don't just do buying and selling. So we do a lot of things, which part of which some of it is a corporate social responsibility. this is not one of the corporate social responsibility we have been doing. We've been doing a lot.
Okay.
But why it's important is because if you look at, based on the report that NCDC has given about the issue of mpox and other communicable diseases, I think most of the times we have most of these diseases because we don't really keep our environment clean.
I see.
And DO5 stores, as an organization, we live in a community where sometimes we felt government really putting more impact, even though the government have been trying their best. So we feel part of our corporate social responsibility is why can't we clean this immediate environment that we live in, the host community. And that was what gave back to what we did last month, of which we're happy you were part of it. You saw it live and direct.
Sure.
And then why we centered on Kabong this time around, because they said charity begins at home. We cannot leave Kabong, which is our immediate market, and then go to other places. We said, okay, let us try to start with Kabong first and see how it's going to work out. So it's very important to clean our environment.
Social responsibility, giving back to the society, the very community in which you live in, the host community. So tomorrow, Saturday, you would focus on satellite market, Kabong satellite market, Kubarochos. Okay, how is it going to be like now looking at the market? Just the sanitations and what other things is expected. Okay, Nanman has already started inviting people who are residents around satellite markets. If it's something they find worthy, they too can join. Is it an open invitation?
It is. First of all, we wrote a letter to the management of Kabong.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we wrote a letter to them requesting for sanitation in their place, of which they have granted us the go ahead, and then the management has gave us the award that some of them are going to be around to help us too. So we're also calling on the community that are living around. You might not have you may not have a shop in Kabong, but I bet you if anything like mpox will start in Kabong or any communicable diseases, it will affect you. So we're calling on the host community that lives around to come and help us. And then we are not also stopping at the cleaning. We have a waste bin where we are going to give it to them after the sanitation, so that in order for people. Yes, we have a
Oh my! I think I love this. I love this.
Yeah, we do.
So you not only clean and but you also make a donation.
Yeah, we are donating. We are donating in them because we want to sustain that culture.
The culture of keeping your environment clean. That's why we're going to donate a waste bin at the end of the sanitation process.
This is lovely. This is lovely. So that you deal with the issue of indiscriminate
dumping of refuse.
Okay, and this is very strategic, and I think this is a surprise to me, even though I know that tomorrow, being Saturday, the last Saturday of the month, and there's a sanitation day for us in Plateau, and I know you'll be doing a community-based service there, but I never knew you also want to, be donating waste bin for the market.
In line with giving back to the society, DO5 stores have also empowered youth in the media committee and also provided relief materials as well.
I think this is a wow. I never knew of all this. I thought it's just about the sanitation thing, but here you're telling me another story, supporting, empowering youth. The host community. This is lovely. Yes. Okay, so what's your advice to people? I know DO5 stores is not the only business establishment that is doing this. So, but then, would you love to emphasize that people like you, business establishments like yours, what's your advice to them? Of course, they might have been doing, or just encouragement.
We encourage those who are into business people to also contribute their quota in keeping the state clean, and also beyond providing services, also helping the immediate environment, and also keeping Plateau State clean as well.
Well, when you said empowering youth, I'm keen to know if it has to do with something like schooling them. Exactly
empowering youth, there are kids that we're sponsoring in schools.
Okay.
Yes.
Sponsoring kids.
Maybe I should shed more light on it. Somewhere 3 years back, there was this boy that came. I think he was not even up to 18 years.
Okay.
So he came, he met us, said he's looking for work. So looking at him being a minor, and I said, what will you do? What can you do? Why are you not in school? He said because his parents could not afford to pay his school fees. So what we did, because the time for session have already gone far. So I told him to be coming to DO5 every day. So he has been coming, and then when the MD saw him, he asked, well, who is this small boy? I said he's just our errand boy. So gradually he has been coming to DO5, doing a little minor job. If there's any message, we sent him. Then from there, we DO5 as an organization, we're keeping his lunch, and then we took it upon ourselves to say, okay, this person will be paying him monthly allowance. So we're keeping it for him. As time goes on, we seek for admission for him in the Kabong school there, and then he went to school. From there, we've been paying for him. Then that's not it. There was another boy that was working with us, but we believe he has this creativity of art. He has a creativity of art. So there is this art shop close to us, Azubros, to be precise. So I met him. I was like, how can you enroll this boy? So he gave us his price, and then the boy was working there. Though that one, he's in school. So anytime he's on holiday, he comes to Azubros to do. But I believe he's even doing well, because the last time he called me and showed me his artwork, like a practical. So I was amazed. And then to our MD on his own, that was even when we were in Yonkoli Market. There is this lady that he sponsored. I believe that now she's in the UK. One of his staff, that she did very, very well for him because of how impressed he was. So he sponsored her. She finished her nursing. And then she's in. So I can go on and on. We have a lot. We have tellers.
Of course.
We have tellers. I can even call names, but we have tellers that are those that are learning, courtesy of DO5 skills. Yes, they are learning courtesy of DO5.
So DO5 is doing a lot, so we don't know. But thank God for Unity FM discovering you and giving you the platform to say this, so as to challenge others. What else would you love to say because of our time? Just anything at all that would be good for the ears.
Okay, and we'll be also visiting other markets, not just settlers.
As time goes on.
So Chobe traders should relax.
They should relax and wait for us. We are coming for them. Yonkoli should relax. We are coming. Tomato market, they should calm down. Farengada, we have their packages already set.
All right, this is lovely.
Yes.
So please, because of time, I think I should start also with Nenman. So what other things would you love to tell our listener concerning giving back to the community?
Okay. We want to encourage those many willing Nigerians out there who have the means to give back to the society, business people, to play their role and play their quota in making sure that they give back to the society. As corporate, it comes in form of corporate social responsibility. So in any way you can. Help the immediate environment you are.
Oh, that's lovely. Nico, DO5, please, what would be your parting words on this note?
My parting word on this note is I just want to capitalize on some of the little challenges we face. Number one is meeting the stakeholders' needs.
Okay.
Like I just mentioned this boy to you. When we help some of the people within the community get to hear about it, and then everybody started coming. So, and then once we tell them that the market is tight now, we'll not be able to, they'll be like, why then did you help this person? Why then? So I want to plead with the community. We cannot all meet up to all your expectations. So if we do for party A, we didn't do for you, please bear with us. As time goes on, we'll be able to.
Okay, what would you love to say to the management of Unity 93.3 FM for partnering? Because this is some sort of a partnering. You know, you're just doing your thing, you love doing it, and here we discover you and we say, hey, come and let's make noise about this good thing that you're doing.
I really appreciate Unity FM for this great opportunity.
All right.
Really appreciate the management for this opportunity. We also encourage them to do more because as we're opening doors for others to come, more will also be coming to seek.
Okay, that's lovely. Would you mind?
I was amazed when Neman called me that Unity FM said they've been seeing what we're doing, so they want us to come and talk on air. I was very, very amazed. Kudos to the management of Unity FM. Our heart is with you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, our listener and viewer. This is the much we can take on this segment with Nico and Nenman. Don't go anywhere. We'll be coming back, and I have some other youths waiting to tell you about politics. If you would love to hear that, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Just wait for us.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the
Mr. Politician.
I'm so excited this morning. It's Friday morning, the 30th day in the month of August, the year 2024. Easy Adamo remains my name, but you can call me Kobe and I will be just fine. We are streaming live on Facebook, so without wasting time, we have another set of young men in the studio. I'll let them introduce one after the other, who have themselves introduced. I know Isaac is here and Chudu is here. Let's start with Chudu, please. Just say good morning to our listener and viewer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joseph Chudu Yongpa. I'm a Pan-African.
Oh, I love this. And let's hear from you.
Oh, good morning, Jos. Good morning, Plateau State. My name is Isaac Yakubu Ige.
Okay, Isaac Yakubu Ige. Let's just begin without wasting time. We just, a listener and viewer, please. We want to talk about politics, particularly youth involvement, youth participation in politics. Tell us about youth. Have you seen youth? Have you seen them participating? Are they passionate? Are they willing to be part of politics, especially in Plateau now with the forthcoming local government elections? Isaac?
Well, I would say they are.
Okay.
But they were not participating.
They were not participating.
Yes. But with the recent involvement, I would say they are. If you check the statistics of youth that are coming out for the councillorship, you would really say the youth are participating.
Okay.
But initially, you would see a councillor of over 40 years, almost 50. But now I think from age, maybe their late 20s to their mid-30s. Those are the people mostly from the ones I've checked. So those are the statistics, and I think it's a club.
So you see youth now coming into it to also be part of the game. They call it game, right?
Yeah, the game.
Okay, so let's hear from Joseph Chudu. Do you also tilt towards Isaac's opinion and his take that youth are participating? Is that what you see?
Yeah. Seriously, it's commendable.
Okay.
Yeah, because with the recent forthcoming local government election, there are a lot of youth, that have thrown themselves into the race, and they are really making us proud because they are not just youths, but they are youth with vision, which when given the opportunity, we know that we are going to record some significant growth and change in our polity.
Okay, let's talk briefly about how expensive this is for a younger man to join this game and be actively being involved in politics. It's so expensive. The money for you to be able to have yourself in there as an active politician is, what's your take concerning how expensive this is? Chudu? It's expensive, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure you know it's very expensive.
Yeah, politics, especially with the way people's ideology is being, directed towards these days. It's all about spending money from primaries, especially from delegates. Primaries. You have to, give some of these delegates money for them to be able to vote in, and then this is very bad and very terrible. From posters, campaign, everything is resources. In fact, even clearance with plastic is even money.
So everything is money.
Everything is expensive, and then the youths are really trying, because some of the youths that are supporting some of these candidates are not really supporting them because of their resources, but because of the vision and then the energy these young people have for the community and then the state.
Okay, Isaac, don't you think how expensive this is, as established by Chudu, don't you think it's one thing that will cut down the number of youth who would have ordinarily loved to be part of this game, politics?
Well, it's very expensive.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Thank God we all agree that it is expensive. Now, if you check the cost of getting the form alone, not everybody can afford it. the way the town is red. The youth will say it red. Now, sincerely, it's cutting down a lot of youths. There are youths, like he said, that have visions. We have a lot of them. There are youths that will do better when given that mandate. But because they don't have the resources, they would not be able to. Now, I would say there's this youth I clap for, Silas Ige, Lex. He's the youth that when given the mandate would do better, but because of lack of resources, if you check and other things, we couldn't go anywhere. So there are youths that even for the chairmanship, I would beat my chest and say there are youths that when you make them, when given the mandate to even be the governors, will do better. Yes, they will do excellent. They will do great.
You think youth have learned a lot already? Have learned lessons? You think they have gathered all the momentum that is expected of them to be given such mandates, either as councillor or local government chairman, council chairman? Do you think youth are ready for this?
Of course they are ready, sir.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, tell me, why do you say you're ready, if you have any to?
I love using examples when I speak.
All right.
Now, imagine you sponsored your child to school after spending your whole school fees, and even if it's a free school, but you don't have this confidence in him. Because you feel he's not capable. That is why they keep saying we are the leaders of tomorrow. And a youth is in his late 40s, you are still telling him you are the leader of tomorrow. I see our parents as they don't have confidence in us. Not like we are not capable.
Okay.
They've spent their own time. They've done their own part, but they don't see us as being capable. I'm telling you that the youths are so capable. Like he said, most of us are supporting an individual candidate, not because of what he has to give, but because we are seeing credibility. We are seeing that this person is coming to take us out of this present situation, to make lives better.
Okay, Chidu, so how ready would you say the youth are to even mount stages in terms of political appointments and elective process?
We are out for it, seriously, because most of the negative decisions our leaders have taken or are taking in this country have direct impact on the youth community. So we have faced a lot of these challenges as young people. We have been constrained in one way or the other, and so with the situation at hand, the youth are really out for it. In fact, it has already started showing from 2023 general elections, where young people from unpopular political parties won election. So with the current trend in Plateau State, we see young people coming out from different political parties. It is a grassroots election where the people know the young persons in the community directly. So if your integrity is not questionable, if your personality is okay, I think as a young person, irrespective of where you are coming from, the people will give you the mandate.
Okay, let's talk about some fault lines. Sometimes you hear the issues of religion. You know, this has been for a very long time. If he's not from our religion, there is no need voting him. Even if we see that he has the credibility, he has whatever it takes to be given this mandate to lead us. Sometimes you talk to people have been there to say he's not from our religion, he's not from our ethnic identity, he's not from this region, and so there's no need to support such an individual to give him the mandate. And it has been for a very long time. Do you see this as something to continue now that youth, you say, are more passionate than ever in terms of being part of our politics?
Religion and ethnicity has been what politicians use in this country to divide us young people. And me as an individual, you cannot sell a candidate to me based on his ethnic or religious inclination.
Okay.
I go strictly on the agendas the person has for the people. If your agenda okay, if what you have for the people is good, I support you. So and I've seen a lot of young people that have that are following candidates not because of their political party, their religion. No, people are supporting candidates because we are tired of religion and ethnicity. Candidates have been produced, on those bases have not really performed to par. So we are currently supporting candidates that have the agendas of the people at heart. That is what should fly against any other, division.
Okay, in a minute, Isaac, what's your take on the issue of just because he's not from you, whatever,
I'll be frank with you, sir, that religion and ethnicity has done more harm to us as Nigerians than good. Yes, I grew up in Kano. You gave it to me in Kano. I grew up in Kano, and I'll tell you that when you go there and you meet a Plateau man, he doesn't care where you're coming from. Be you Biron, be you Rukuba, or whichever tribe you are, we are one. But once it comes back to Jos, it begins to divide us. Now, when I'm aspiring for maybe a local government chairman or a councillor, what they first ask is, what tribe is he? And the question we are asking is wrong. You don't ask, what is he bringing to the table? Like we always ask the ladies, what do you bring to the table? You don't ask, what is this person doing? We don't check track records. All we check is, what tribe is he? His religion. So let me tell you, even if you feed the whole of Plateau State today, the fact that you are not from this religion, tribe, or from this religion, it discredits you.
Isaac will continue just on this note after this commercial break, because I really would have you give you another opportunity to emphasize on that. Our dear listener and viewer, a commercial break is coming your way, and just after it, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It a kill love, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was saying things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Unity. Unity TV.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here.
Now, viewer, once again, permit me to say welcome back. This is Unity Trend on Unity 93.3 FM. We are live on Facebook. You can connect with us already and get to see the gentleman that I have in the studio this morning. Comrade Joseph Chudu, and also permit me to say Comrade Isaac. All right, it's your segment actually. I will just put on the studio line, and I really would love to hear from you. What you have to say, you can just call to tell me just anything from the very first segment of Unity Trend this morning to this very time. And with these two young men in the studio, we were just talking about the unity of a plateau, the unity of Nigerians. It doesn't matter what religion, ethnic nationality, or whatever it is that you have. Are we united in terms of politics, and particularly youth involvement and participations in politics? That's what we were talking about when we went on break. Before I start picking your calls, please permit me to go back to Isaac. He was just talking about revealing to us that he is the young man I used to know in Kano then, and he's still the young man today and the door in Plateau now. You were talking about, you know, Plateau people are seen to be united, and this you were telling us based on your experience. You've seen Plateau people loving themselves, living in unity. It doesn't matter you are Irigwe, you are Birom, you are Bache, you are Fizere, you are whatever, you are Christian, you are Muslim. Tell us about what you feel with that kind of unity.
Okay, like I was saying, you see a Plateau man, you see this a home of peace and tourism is not just a say. Now, when you go out of Plateau, you see a Plateau man has this love and jealousy for his state. And then what that leads to is, whether you are from Bassa local government, you are from Lantan, you are from where, as far as we are not in Plateau State, we are brothers. I used to have one auntie I used to call, I thought we're related. I didn't even know she's not even my tribe. I didn't even know. You understand? Because of how we were. There's this love. But when it comes back to politics, that's where you see us insulting one another because of politics. And like I said, we don't ask important questions. When it comes to politics, you see our people, we don't even ask the relevant questions. All you ask is, what tribe is he? Is he from my place? Is he a Christian or is he a Muslim? As far as you're going to take us to a better place, I feel, you see, one thing that is leading us to this trouble we are in is because some people rejected some candidates because they were not from this particular religion, and that is what has landed us into this trouble. But I would say, if this person has the qualities, Sabine, having this quality does not come with your religion. Once you have these qualities, I think we should give you that mandate to do it.
Okay, that's your opinion. As a young man.
Yes, as a young man.
Okay. Chidu, what's your opinion? should we continue with the way we've been seeing it? Like, until you are from this religion, I don't support you. What's your take on this?
I think we have all established the fact that ethnicity and religion has done more harm to good than good for us on the plateau and even in Nigeria as a whole. So we are pleading for young people. We are pleading for plateau indigenous to shun those tendencies. Though at the moment we have been recording some commendable strides on that aspect. Like, people are beginning to understand that religion and ethnicity should not be the measure for you to elect someone into public office. So the advice is, please, let's support candidates based on what they have, based on their antecedents, based on their track records and their agendas for the people, not on where he or she is coming from. Because where he or she is coming from has done more harm than good for us on the plateau.
Okay. Well, I'm sure, Chudu, you're not saying that religion is bad, but that the way it has been used by some politicians has not been of a good help to us. And Isaac, you have anything to say before I start picking my calls right now?
Funny enough, I will tell you that I don't have a political party. He knows. I work with good candidates. Now, I voted for the Governor Mutfwang, and then I picked him as my candidate a year before the election. Now, after the first debate ever they did was when I picked my candidate. And I carefully listened and I made my analysis. And that was when I picked him, because what he said was more realistic than what the others were saying. Now, I'm not voting in Just North, but for Just North, I'm going to vote Labour Party, actually. And the reason is because he has presented himself to be a good candidate. And I've asked questions, and this man is credible. For Basa, I'm going to vote for PDP. That's to just tell you that I don't have a party. Because
you're this bold. You know, in this part of the world, you know, people are shy to say, this is what are my stands when it comes to you're this bold. I think I'm encouraged.
I'm doing this because I'm not seeking for a favor from you, but I'm doing it because of the good of the state. So, sir, if you are in let's say AA, or you are in QP, and you have what to offer, why not go for you?
But how do you get to know that this person? Okay, you said for recent elections, you listen to debate.
Yes.
That's for 2023 election. But then for this local government election that is coming, how would you be able to establish that this one has more, realistic agenda that is people oriented?
Like I said, I ask questions.
You ask questions. You don't wait for them to even come on air.
You're coming to me. You will come to me. Definitely, you have people that are campaigning for you. Come to me and ask questions, and I will ask you critical questions. What I'm asking is not for me. It's not what you have to give me.
Yes,
but it's
because
what you
your wedding is coming.
And and I'm holding you accountable for your words. Actually, when you say that, when you vote me, I'm going to move this from this position to this position. I'm expecting you, even if you're not going to make it, make an attempt. Let's know that you tried. But when you say you're going to do this and you don't do it, there's actually a place of second tenure. I will vote you out.
So this is what you young men are bringing on the table now.
He who is faithful in little, more will be added.
I see. Yes. So young people have an agenda. I see. All right, thank you. Dear listener and viewer, it's time for you to join the conversation. So maybe you're a young man and you want to tell us what's your take concerning youth involvement and participation in politics, and how you want it this time that local government election is by the corner. So you can just call me on 07032353315. The studio line again, 07032353315, and on Facebook at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. Your name and location. Stay away from any comment that will not help us. What we want is the unity of the state and Nigeria as a whole. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Your name?
My name is Ibrahim Bababuja.
Okay. From where?
I'm calling you from Ibera.
Okay, so what's your take on our discussion this morning?
They refuse to give us life.
Okay.
And there is no food in Ibera. And the only person that wants him to be our chairman is Ibrahim Dual.
Okay.
Lara.
Are you there?
Please, you have to bring light for us.
All right.
One light.
Thank you.
One light. One light.
All right. I understand. Thank you, Babazuga Tudunbera. Okay, I understand. Well, I can imagine. I might not understand, but of course I do imagine how it feels that you don't have power in your community, maybe for quite some time. And this also leads to the issue of power outage in Mayango for a very long time. This is another big issue on this platform. I know we've been talking about it and we'll continue to talk about it. This is not to say that authorities or associations and people, stakeholders in Mayango are not doing the needful. No, I'm sure they are doing their best. But of course, even as you're doing your best to make sure that light is restored in Mayango, we'll continue to talk about it also, and then to give you courage to continue, because that might not be easy. 07032353315 is the studio line to be part of Unity Trend this morning. And on Facebook at Unity Radio FM/TV Jaws. For text messages alone is 0808-478-9999. For text messages, again, 0808-478-9999. I have a few messages here on Facebook, and this one is from Ibrahim Adams, and he's saying, good morning. Thank you, Ibrahim Adams, for saying a big good morning to us. Same to you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Thank you for calling. Fine.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Your name?
My name is Mohamed Zakir Musa, calling from Angoro, Gomadra Junction.
This is lovely.
Thank you for hosting this wonderful radio interview or radio station.
Yes, you're welcome.
My comment today is about our government and about the protest that is coming up.
Okay.
You know, we Nigerians, we have a system of government that is not favoring the whole country or the masses entirely.
Okay.
So that's what leads us to this particular problem of protest and the race. And after the protest, we haven't seen any positive impact that have been changed. So these people now that have been trying to come up with this protest, don't forget that the first protest we held in Nigeria before NSAS protest was not successful. The protest we went for 10 days. And the government haven't changed anything up to now.
Okay.
Our call is for the government to end bad governance and bring a fair government system that will favor every masses in the Nigerian system, not a Muslim or Christian or pagan. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you, dear caller. Okay, you know, life is about from being a listener and to being a caller. So it's a decision, a point. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kogi.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, this is Benedict calling from Benedict.
Okay, Mr. Benedict, let's have you in a moment, please.
Yes, from the first analysis from your Secretary Benny.
Yes.
He actually enlightened us about the new schedule traveling in the cabinet of His Excellency Barrister Telemus from the Governor of Plateau.
Yes.
In that way, he gave us information about the Commissioner for tourism in the state.
Yes.
Some of the perspectives and responsibilities given to him.
Yes.
I have always wanted to comment on the issue of tourism and the plateau.
Okay.
But I haven't done the facility except for now. Tourism, like you see, the plateau is not for tourism.
Okay.
Different tourism. But sometimes you look at where is the tourism on the plateau. You really see that name on our thought leaders and governors of the state.
All right.
Major actions being given this responsibility to regard that particular sector in the plateau. I think I'm wishing him all the best. But first of all, in his commitment, in his activity, in his responsibility, as the Commissioner for Tourism, please let him look inward and what is happening in the East Stations Hotel. Please, I'm seriously appealing to him. It's a gentleman that I know. But Mr. Jones is the first person that took me to that anchored my program, which how committed and how determined he could be to carry out certain assignments given to him. Then as the secretary given to him, make him look his good office. Look into what is happening in the stations hotel. That is a state on hotel. It is need for him to prioritize it on digital so that that particular hotel will come into life again, because for a couple of years now that hotel has workers have ceased to work in that place. There are workers that need to be paid.
Okay.
By the previous administration,
okay, Mr. Benedict.
And the secondly, on the issue of the plateau itself,
very quickly,
also consider that look at the wildlife park and so many other places.
Yes.
He has a lot of responsibility. We are only praying for him and wishing him all the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Benedict. All right. Okay. 070-3235-3315 is the studio line to be part of it. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Kulbi.
Thank you for calling.
Good morning, Kulbi. Guest the house. My name is Usman Big Seven. I'm calling from Zinaria.
It's good to have you, Big Seven. Let's have you.
Thank you.
Now.
Really, this morning I will commend your guest.
All right.
For elucidating very well.
Okay.
Regarding the sensitive issue of religious differences when it comes to politics. Indeed,
yes.
The truth of the matter is most of the people don't consider the quality of candidate. They only consider his money as the person who will spend for them during campaign or election. This is the reason why we follow so far. You will see a very tangible candidate.
Yes.
The person that will value people, the person will deliver well. But when it comes to the issue of money, that person don't have money to spend.
Okay.
People will reject him and vote for someone that will suffer them at the end. God bless your day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Usman Big Seven. Okay, our peace ambassador. Not only is he a peace ambassador, but a peace practitioner. Thank you so much, emphasizing on the need to look away from religion. Okay, and I can see my guests in the studio actually were just nodding and say yes, because. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, it's me, Ibrahim Babazuga.
Okay, Babazuga.
Yes, come on, again, please, this was life. Your life will see the error.
Okay, I think we've listened to that. Yes. Okay, Babazuga, I still again will emphasize that I've listened to you, and I'll do my best, okay, to contact the relevant authorities concerning your complaint. Truly appreciate. 070-3235-3315. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Uncle B.
Thank you for calling.
My name is Abdullah Danzaki from Recall.
Danzaki, let's have you in a minute. Go on.
We could be a problem with this politician.
Yes.
You see now, I am more than 30 years in Recall. I don't know our councillor. I've never seen a councillor in Recall myself.
Oh.
We are only voting. The time when this election comes, we will just see us, and I will tell me we vote for this thing and vote for somebody, vote for. We don't know the actual place where our councillor is.
Yes, that's a big problem. This is a big problem. Well, thank you, Babazuga, right? Is it? I wonder how. Well, it's not possible for you to be able to know, for everyone to know his or her councillor. But then, should there be any attempts to get to have yourself known to your people? Should there be any attempt like that? Is it a good thing that you don't know your councillor? Isaac.
I'm even wondering why.
We are facing similar issues. So.
Then how do you come about voting the person if you don't know him?
You see, he said something. I think the other caller said, once you don't have the money, even if you have the qualities, is null and void. Once you have the money. You see, I don't see a reason why we would vote for a councillor that is not staying in the community. I am totally against that. You should be in the community. You should share in our pains. We should come from the same shoe. We should know where it pains, but we don't even know you. We don't even know where you stay.
So what informs the reason that you vote him?
All of a sudden, you are coming to present yourself as our councillor.
So it's a big deal there. So on Facebook, I have this one. Say it's from Sadi Idris Usman, my very own brother. About your here, say a big good morning to you all. Thank you, Sadi Photography. All right, Hamza Muhammad, they say good morning, Unity FM TV. Abu Zainab saying good morning. I wish you all the best. And another one here say good morning, Kobe, Barrister Paul Zaruma, and Associate Prof Obamayi. What I want to comment now about invitations of NLC presidents Joe Ajero, Nigerian security. They are politicians now. I think these are questions. Ajero are fighting against a governance, not sponsors of terrorists, is and allegations about Nigerians police not genuine good people. Okay, God bless all by Jibrin Dawan. Thank you, Jibrin. Okay, another one here from Ishak Nasa. Say good morning. Could be the professor and the guest in the studio. Keep up the good work. Youth are the backbone of any developing community. It's high time Nigeria voters are shown policy of religion and tribe. Thank you so much, and it's from Ishak. Thank you, Ishak. Very quickly, because of our time, let me see what I'll be able to take you from the text messages that I have here, because it's weekend. If I don't get to read them, it might be hard for me to bring them on Monday, because it might, of course, be very irrelevant. Okay, good morning, Unity FM, Kubi, Prof B, okay, Barrister Zaruma, and Mrs. Cheta, Miss Cheta, and the rest of the DO5 staff in the studio. Thank you for morning ginger as God for the weather. May God bless you all. Local government elections is here. Shine your eyes. Vote who you know. Your vote is your right. Live in peace. Plateau State, Nigeria and Africa. Daniel, the lady from Satellite Market. Gabon, 1 man, 1 farm, 1 woman, 2 farms. Thank you, the lady. And this one say good morning, Kubi, and my amiable daddy, Professor Proveno Hetibamayi, say Allah and the guest morning. And to you all in the studio, I just want to appreciate anybody that sympathize with me after the death of my blessed mother that died on the 20th of August 2024, Mama Esther Hyacinth, that let the rest on the Saturday, 25th of August 2024, in my village in Zomo. Will continue to keep us in that spirit of unity. Amen. God bless Unity FM. God bless Nigeria. Boniface Lalong Nentawe Jikanen Tinibu from Angwan Gada. Rest in peace. Kakan Sent Boniface Mikan. Amen. I hope I got that well. Another text message. Bulus Uhoman Esther in Foreign Gate. Say good morning, Kubi and the professor, the barrister in the studio. May Allah reward you both for the wonderful work you are doing out there. May God continue to help us in this country called Nigeria. Happy Jamaat Mubarak to our Muslim faithfuls out there, and happy Sunday in advance to God bless Unity FM, Plateau State and Nigeria at large from... Okay, another one here. Okay, I don't think this one is for us. Good morning, Mr. Kubi and the guest. Youth are the leaders of tomorrow and are capable and not a lazy. We must unite, join hands and make Nigeria great again. Adewumi from Bauchi Ring Road. Another one. Good morning, Kubi and the guest in the studio. Kudos to them and the management of DO5 for the wonderful things they have been doing. God bless and replenish them. Honestly, if all companies and big businesses like this will know they have a corporate social responsibility and carry it out, it will really go a long way in helping people in the community they are located. Others should borrow and live from DO5 stores and do the needful by giving back to the society or community. Jamaat Karim, to my Muslim brothers and sisters, peace is priceless. Let's live in peace. God bless Unity FM. Plateau State and Nigeria, Christy Izang from Rukubaro. Thank you, Christy Izang. And good morning, Kubi and the professor. Please, whoever that passed the bills for the child to be 18 years before he or she is eligible to write exam or any exams, they should please go and have a rethink. What will the children be doing in the house before 18 years? Yeah, prostitution, Yahoo, or stealing. Amy Longs from Agenge. Thank you, Amy Longs from Agenge. I think I will not be able to take all. Good morning, Kobe and Prof B and the guest. What's the purpose of life? Please, youth should have mentors. All we need, youth should always emulate those that show humanity, God, character, morality, and abide by rules of law. May God grant us a life that doesn't end with regret. God bless Plateau State. Good morning. Thank you so much. And this is the much we'll be able to take. Gentlemen, I truly appreciate you. Isaac and Joseph, thank you for being in the studio. The crew who made this possible, I appreciate you. This is the much for today, and it's the much for this week, and it's the much for this month. See you September. Do have yourself a lovely weekend. See you in September. Bye-bye.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead.